I'm Fiona Forbes for InvestmentPitch Media. Thank you for joining us today. Lucky Minerals has discovered large intersections of gold mineralization in the initial stage of its ongoing drill program at its Wayka Project in Ecuador. The 100% owned Fortuna property covers 550 square kilometers, or approximately 55,000 hectares of exploration concessions in a highly prospective yet underexplored gold belt in southern Ecuador. The Wayka epithermal gold discovery lies along an elevated ridge that trends northeast, with elevations ranging from approximately 3,600 to 3,700 meters above sea level, and is bound to the east by the Buitre Porphyry and to the west by the Emma Porphyry. Lucky has completed the first 5 drill holes at Wayka using lightweight drill equipment developed by the company's drilling partner, Hubbard Drilling. These shallow holes were designed to follow up on the trenches previously announced in the discovery zone. The objective of this initial drill program was to prove the continuity of the siliceous lenses to depth and its lithological and/or structural control. Drill hole 001 was drilled to intersect the gold mineralization outlined in the southern edge of Trench 21, which previously returned 5.24 grams per ton gold over 14 meters. This drill hole intersected strongly silicified rock containing gold mineralization from surface to a depth of 7 meters, with an average grade of 0.64 grams per ton gold. Drill hole 003 was drilled to intersect the surface gold mineralization outlined between trenches 6 and 14. This drill hole intersected gold mineralization from a depth of 16 to 26 meters, associated with vuggy silica and pyrite, reporting an average of 0.68 grams per ton gold over the 10 meters. Drill hole 005 was drilled to a depth of 80.20 meters to intersect, from surface, the silicified zone sampled in Trench 17. This drill hole intersected a zone of gold-bearing vuggy silica with disseminated pyrite from a depth of 0.53 to 6.35 meters, reporting an average of 0.87 grams per ton gold over the 5.82 meters. Drill hole 002, drilled to intersect the down dip extension of the silicified rock found in drill hole 001, intersected a zone of advanced argillic alteration with anomalous gold mineralization from 17.80 to 21.25 meters. Drill hole 004, drilled to a depth of 60.5 meters to intersect the gold mineralization below Trench 17, intersected a zone of faulting with anomalous gold. As field observations indicate, part of the gold mineralization follows the rock foliation as shown in this interpretive cross-section for drill hole 003. As shown in this image of a mag survey completed on the discovery zone where trenches 5, 6, 14, 17, and 21 and drill holes are shown, it can be observed that both trenches and drill holes are located on the periphery of a large maglow, which coincides with areas of silicification and advanced argillic alteration typically found in these epithermal gold systems. Francois Perron, President and CEO, has joined us today to talk about this news and future plans. Welcome, Francois.
Thank you, Fiona. And yes, it's a very exciting time. Today, it's like we've announced the first part of our drilling. It's the first 368 meters. And it is exciting. We found gold, okay, and we were drilling underneath the trenches where we hit some high grades. And this is the very first drill holes in this area, so it's like we're learning a lot more than we knew. So like it looks like things are oriented differently than what we had expected, and that's part of exploration. So we drilled right underneath those trenches where we had some phenomenal values at surface. Is it super gene enrichment or not? I'm not here to debate that. I'm here to explain that yes, we hit stuff, and it's got gold in it. It's not what we expected, not in terms of value, but in terms of the way it's structured as well. So we've hit things we thought were vertical, and what we've hit is things that are along the foliation of the rock. That foliation is like part of this huge system. It's about 30 degree on the dip, and the alteration profile we've cut, and you see it in the section in the press release, is at 30 degrees. So clearly, this mineralization is following the foliation. That's probably not the feeder that created or brought the fluids up. We still expect that to be other orientation, structurally controlled in this particular area. And on that basis, none of the 5 holes that we've hit has intersected one of these feeders. We expect higher grades in the feeder. The only way to find out is to cut one with a drill. So we're looking for that and trying to understand. We learned a lot from this drilling. A, there's gold in the area. The system is there. It expresses itself with like not just one branch coming off this feeder, like multiple levels. So where we get closer to a chunkier area, this could stack up. So you get the idea of stacked lenses or potential here. And we got to hit the feeder. So that's still in front of us. And I want to remind people, this is 5 holes, yes, but very short holes, 368 meters. Normally, a scout drilling campaign has 2,000 to 3,000 meters. So if I didn't hit the great stuff in my first 10% of drilling, of my scout drilling, I think I should keep going. And that's what we're going to do. The way we're drilling is with a very light equipment, and it does shorter holes, but they take less time. So our profile isn't the normal thing where, okay, here's the drilling, see you next year. I'm drilling every month, and a hole, it takes about a week to do a hole. So every week I got a new hole going, and that's being processed, going to the lab. So we're going to start to get a more regular news flow. This week, the drill has been taken back down. We're tweaking it. It's a custom piece of equipment that's adapted to what we need to do in the field. So we've worked really hard with our driller to get this set up properly. And we're going to continue to advance the drilling with, hopefully get to the heart of the beast that's there. And we're learning, and now we're going to change the angle of how we're drilling, and we're going to look in the other direction to get to those feeder zones, which is what we're targeting. So that's the first part of what we're doing. While we're doing that, we're also going to the north. I've started to have more news, if you look at our recent news flow, about something called the Kelly zone. It's different. So down below where we are, where we just drilled, is structurally controlled things. Up at the Kelly zone, it's just one huge breccia. There are areas in there where we're hitting pockets of 1 gram material over more than 10 meters in a couple of places. So we got to drill into that to see how that behaves. So far, the breccia has been mapped, confirmed at surface, 100 meters by 40 meters. They're very different from what I have in the discovery zone, where each breccia is usually 5 meters, and there's many of them. Okay, in the case of up at the Kelly zone, we're dealing with a very big thing, and we haven't finished understanding how big it is. So it's stay tuned. Okay, there's going to be more drilling at the discovery zone to get to these feeders, and potentially, if I have time, we'll go up to Kelly and start to figure out what's going on in there. So that's what's exciting and making me excited about the next couple of months at Lucky Minerals.
Thank you for that, Francois. The shares are trading at 3.5 cents. For more information, please visit the company's website, luckyminerals.com. Contact Francois Perrin, President and CEO, at 866-924-6484 or by email at investors@luckyminerals.com. Investor Relations is handled by Carrie Schachter at Renmark Financial, who can be reached at 416-644-2020 or by email at kschachter@renmarkfinancial.com. I'm Fiona Forbes for Investment Pitch Media.